as a woman, if you've ever wondered how to make budgeting so simple and stress-free, I mean easy, then this video is exactly all you need. Today I'm going to be showing you how you'll be using the 50-30-20 rule to manage your money easily. And I'll also walk you through a real example using my budget here in Qatar. So all you need to do is to grab a cup of water, a cup of coffee, a cup of ice cream if you can afford that. Get comfy and let's dive in. By the way, before I start, my name is Peace and I am your financial advocate. In this channel, we talk all things money for women, how you can make money as a woman. I mean, you don't need to depend on anyone for money. I'm telling you, that is why I am your financial advocate. You must make this money by fire, by force. I got you. So back to our 50-30 rule of budgeting. Before we start, we want to know what is 50-30 rule. I'll tell you. It's just a simple budgeting method, okay, where we split our income into 3 categories of needs, wants, and savings. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. That is to say 50% of your income goes to things that you absolutely need as a woman. Those very, very important things. Those things, I call them a necessity of life, like your rent, your grocery, transportation, your Wi-Fi, and the list continues. I mean important things, things that are very important. I repeat again because I know my gender. I know how una dey behave. Important. Oh, I did not say rapper. Oh, I did not say hell. Important things una dey hear. Then 30% goes for wants, fun things like eating out, okay, sub, maybe that's your hair. 20% for savings for things like emergency fund, paying off your debts if you have any, and future goals. The 50-30-20 rule of budgeting is super beginner friendly. I mean, you will love it. It gives you a clear plan. It shows you exactly how you are spending your money without making you feel overwhelmed and without you spending unnecessarily. So let me show you quickly how I set it up using just my phone. Yes, my phone. You don't need any fancy app. I did it using my phone. You'll see it now.
So this is how I set up the 50-30-20 budget rule on my phone using Google Sheets. Okay, so first I opened a blank sheet and I renamed it budget plan. Now that's my budget plan. Then after that I had to type in my monthly income, okay, which is 5,000 Qatari riyals. You can use the currency, your own currency, okay, depending on where you are. You use the currency of the country of your residence, okay. After that, I had to categorize, divide it into needs, wants, and savings, okay, since we are using the 50-30-20 rule. Don't forget that you should do what works for you. If 50-30-20 wouldn't work for you, it's okay for you to use 60-20-20, 70-20-10. Even if you want to use 80-10-10 for a start, it's okay. Please don't put pressure on yourself. Just do what works for you, okay. Do what is convenient for you, what you are comfortable with, okay. After that, I have to calculate. Notice we are using Google Sheet and it's so easy to calculate. What I'm calculating now will be to get the exact figure, okay, to get exactly what from that amount what I'm supposed to spend on each of these categories, okay. From the 5,000, no, calculate it, see that 50% of 5,000 is 2,500. Then 30% of 5,000, which is a want, is 1,500. And for the savings, which is 20%, it gives us 1,000. Okay, remember I am using reals because I am in Qatar. After that, I have to break down the needs, the wants, and my savings, okay. I have to list them out, and for the wants, for the needs, I added things like rent, very important, okay. Rent, remember, needs are those things that you can't do without, okay. I listed them: rent, groceries. I added transportation. I added data, phone data, very important. We need Wi-Fi, right? Yes, we need to recharge our phones, very important. And I also included healthcare, very, very important. Healthcare, very necessary and important. So I have to list the amount too I want to spend for each of these things, so that I wouldn't make any mistake. I won't overspend. If I needed to spend 1,200 for rent and I'm seeing myself spending 1,004, I should call myself to order, isn't it? Okay, the next one to break down is the wants. No, wants has to do with fun things, and yes, you can do without wants, right? But you can't do without needs. Okay, so I added like dining out is a want. Okay, okay, subscription is a want. Okay, can decide not to sub, for a month. It's okay, isn't it? Okay, those are the wants. Okay, that's the wants. So the next one, after writing the wants, listing the wants out, we have miscellaneous. Other things can come there. After listing the wants out, I apportioned amounts to each of them, how much I want to use for each of my wants. Okay, don't forget that the idea is that, so that when you are spending, as you are checking it, your budget, it will call you to order. Okay, so I go back down and I have to include my savings. Other savings is where you get your emergency fund. When you have savings, you don't have to start looking for someone to give you urgent 1K, urgent 2K, because you got your own money. Okay, under savings, I added emergency fund. Nothing should take me unawares. I should be able to have a reserve. Okay, I also added giving. No, people will always want you to help them. You shouldn't help from your wants or your needs. You should be able to take care of yourself, girl. You should make a little budget for that. Okay, this is very simple and easy for me to update each month as my income or expenses changes. So you see, you don't need any fancy app. You can literally budget with just your Google Sheets and your phone.
And that is it. So simple, isn't it? No expensive software, no complicated apps, just you and your simple plan. Do you know the best part? The best part is that once you are able to set it up, you can continue using that same template over and over again. Sis, I hope this is a correct Obonge update. If you found this video useful, the breakdown helpful, all you need to do is to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Before you subscribe, share this video to every woman on your contact list. I no wan hear say I no hear, I no know. Dey. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple money tips made for women like you, especially the busy ones. Before I go, let me know in the comments, are you currently using any budget system, or will you be trying the 50-30-20 rule? And don't forget, you don't need to start with 50-30-20, okay? If it's not convenient for you, do what works for you. If what works for you is 70-20-10, perfect. If what works for you is 60-20-20, girl, start with what works for you. Remember, your journey is different, mine is different. I do what works for me, so you got to do what works for you. And don't forget to involve God in all your plans. God will definitely help you. Okay, so let me know in the comments if this is your first time of hearing of the 50-30-20 rule. I did love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you in my next video.